Hey there, David Perdue here from MyNAMS.com and Novice to Advanced Marketing System, and I wanted to show you how to create a full campaign in the My Smart list. Now what we're going to do is create an opt-in form, show you how to create the opt-in embed on a page. Then we're going to create an opt-in form that is a pop-up for the very same product. Then we're going to show you how to create a banner ad, and then we're going to show you how to create a landing page for that very same product, and how to use all of these if you have a member, DAP, wish list, and soon to be Infusionsoft, and you'll be able to control the products and who sees which campaign through this process. But before we go any further, I want to clear up one thing really quickly. You do not have to have any membership software to be able to use My Smart List plugin to manage your pop-ups, your landing pages, and your opt-in boxes. As long as you have an autoresponder system, you'll be able to use this for any purpose for pop-ups, opt-ins, and landing pages, and banner advertising as well. But if you do have a member, DAP, wish list, and soon to be Infusionsoft, you'll be able to add even more power by digging deeper and controlling these a little bit better. But my point is here, you do not have to have those to be able to use this Smart List plugin to control all of your opt-ins, pop-ups, and your advertising banners, as well as your landing pages. So don't overlook that. So just hold on 1 second here, and I'm going to show you exactly how we're going to do this. This is a very, very, very powerful plugin that we've created, and you're going to love what we can do with this thing on the back end. So hold on just a second. Okay, the very first thing we're going to do is create a form. The form is the basis of all opt-ins. You don't need a form for a banner ad, but anything else on the site that you want as an opt-in embed or an opt-in pop-up or a landing page, you need a form. So we're going to go create a form in our plugin. That's the building block. Once you have the form created for a certain product as an opt-in form for a certain list, you only have to create it one time. You can use it over and over again. So let's create that form. So I've opened up my Smart List plugin, and I'm going to Form, which is here. This is the first step, Forms, and we're going to add a form. Okay, we're going to call this Free Affiliate Training. That's the free product that I'm going to be using to opt people into the system with. I go over to Aweber, where I am actually picking up this is from my raw HTML on the publish setting inside the sign up forms that I've created for this list, free training at NAM. So that's the publish tab. I've gone to the raw HTML tab. Here is the HTML in that system. This is the same process you would use for adding your HTML code for any pop-up software. So we're going to grab that, and you can do this with GetResponse, Aweber, MailChimp, any autoresponder system that gives you the raw code. That's all you need is the raw code. Okay, we go back to the My Smart List plugin, drop it in, save it. Okay, and during the save process, it stripped out 2 fields. It found that we only wanted to pull 2 fields from that published form. One is the name and one is the email. So I'm going to grab those, and I'm going to say this is full name, and this one is primary email address. Okay, so I've typed that in there and there, full name, primary email address. Here is what's called GTW field, is the GoToWebinar field. So if you're using GoToWebinar, and by the way, we will soon have this integrated with Webinar Jam as well. Go to GoToWebinar, and you input first and last name, since we're pulling the full name here, and email address. Okay, so those will be synchronized with your GoToWebinar, so you can have one form for registering from GoToWebinar. Save. And here in our list of forms, we now have free affiliate training. Okay, so that is my opt-in form. All of these are opt-in forms, and this is where we store those, in the Forms tab. So that's free affiliate training. I'll be able to use that anytime. All right, so now we're going to go to the Creatives tab. We're going back to our outline to be able to see what's next in creating this full campaign. We have created our opt-in form. Now we're going to look at the 3 creatives that we have to actually build for this full campaign. We're going to have an opt-in graphic. We're going to have a landing page graphic which will contain the opt-in, and we're going to have a banner ad which will not contain an opt-in at all, but will be a banner ad that links back to the sales page inside our site. So we're going to build those 3 creatives before we move on to the campaigns. Okay? So we'll do the opt-in first. So let's call this free affiliate training. Opt-in only. Okay? We're going to add the creative background. Now we have two options here for picture elements or graphic elements. The creative background is for the background of the opt-in box, and the full page background is for a landing page. We're only creating a opt-in box at this point, so we're only going to use the first one, which is the background. I'm going to choose a file to add. I have a bunch already loaded in here, but I'm going to choose a file that I want to upload. So this first one that I'm going to use is it's going to be an embedded opt-in. So in other words, it's going to be an opt-in on the page. It's not going to be a pop-up at all. It's going to be actually in the page itself. So I want it to be fairly small. So this is a 250 pixel wide by about 450 pixels deep. So that's the one I'm going to use for this free affiliate training. There it is in the screen. I could add my GoToWebinar information here if it was a GoToWebinar, if it was a webinar training process, but I'm not going to use that. I can use a redirect URL here if I want to do that as well, but we are on the sales page, and since this is an opt-in, it will actually have that embedded in the page as well. But if I wanted to use a confirmation page where I could send people to and say you'll need to confirm, you want to put your URL in here for redirecting to that confirmation page. Then I'm going to choose the form here, which would be my free affiliate training. That's my opt-in form, remember. The field direction is top to bottom. I'm going to place the labels inside the fields. The form width is, let's say the form width is 200, because I know that my actual form itself is 250 pixels wide, and field margin will say that that's 15. In fact, we may make this one 20, a little bigger. We're going to say that this has a button in the background because it does. I'll slide that over here so you can see it and see what it looks like. Here's what that opt-in form looks like. So it's going to start probably halfway down the page, maybe a little bit more. The input and the buttons are going to be maybe a halfway down the page, a little bit more. And since it had the button in the background there, I chose the button and background image. Text I don't care about because the button has it. The width is about 200, and the size of the button is about 50 high. Okay, and it's centered. From the top, it's, let's say we said that was a 450 length, so let's make it 250 from the top. From the left is maybe 25. So that's kind of a guess, but you'll see that all you need is a guessing point to begin with. Then when you save it, you'll see a preview at the bottom that you can actually move it around in. So my guesses were really good on this. You can see the outline here. Let me make this a little bigger so you can actually see that. You can see the outline is right around that button. And there are my inputs for the full name and the primary email address. Now I've got a little extra space up here, and I could come back and clean that up if I wanted to by shortening that box a little bit and making it a little more compact. But that's just graphic work, and you can come back and fix that at any time. We've created our opt-in that was an embed opt-in. We're creating our landing page next, and I have a different form set up for that landing page, and I'll show you how we're going to work with that. Come back and I set up another creative. This one is going to be free affiliate training landing page. And I'm going to upload a new form that I'm using. And it's going to be this one, which is a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. It'll have a little bit more of an impact that will be able to grab people from just a landing page. I'm going to open that. Okay, there is that. And I'm going to put it on a background now. And you can see we have a bunch of backgrounds here at the bottom. And I'm going to just add a very simple background that this would go with. I want something that is very simple. And this one might work pretty well. We'll see what that looks like. Okay, it's the same thing as the last time. I choose the form, free affiliate training, top to bottom. I'm going to do it in the fields again, and the form width this time. So when I look at that graphic, I can look at the size of the graphic down here. It's 640 by 427. So half of it is my label area, so it's going to be about 320 in that box. And I would guess that that's probably 275 for that box area, and it's 427 deep. So I would say that's probably what, about 400, no, probably about 375 from the top. So we'll see how that works with those numbers. So the form width is 275, let's say. Field margins will keep the same. It is a clickable button in the background. Width on that we said was 275-ish. And the height on the button is about 50. And it's going to be aligned center. And form position from the top, we said it was about 375 from the top. And no, is that right? Let's make that 350 just in case. And from the left, about 20, 25 maybe. Just an eyeball guess. And it doesn't really matter because we can align it after we save it. So we click Save. So as you can see, I missed. My guess was wrong. So what I'm going to do is take a look at this and just grab the edges of it. Here is below this, you can see the little dotted line right down here. That's the button execute area. So I want to move that up. So I just put my cursor over the dotted line, and I'm just going to slide it up like so. And I'm going to make my text boxes narrower and closer together so that they fit into that box there as well. So now I come back to the top. 275, 250 is probably the most, and I'll even be a little more conservative and do 235 there as a guess. And let's make our text box margin 7. We'll cut that in half. The button is going to also be 250, and now we'll save it again. So there it is. You can see that our text boxes fit in the box area. Our labels are correct, and our button is now highlighted as the action area plus a little bit of space below. I could always make that button smaller if I wanted to, but it doesn't hurt anything to have the action be a little bit lower than the button as well. So you can click anywhere in that action area and execute it. So that's good. Okay, so there is our landing page background, and I'll show you in a second when we do the campaign what it's going to look like when we put it on that background that we chose. Okay, so we have our free affiliate training landing page. We have our free affiliate training opt-in only, and now we're going to create our free affiliate training banner ad. So I'm going to do another creative here. We'll go through some of the same motions, but we will actually not use some of the function on this page, and you'll see how it's so much simpler and really smart to create a banner ad. So here we go. This is a free affiliate training banner ad. We're going to upload a new file, a new graphic that I've created here. So it's uploading this 600 pixel wide. We don't do a background. Here's the differences between a banner ad and an opt-in box. We are not using any forms, so we don't select any forms here. We don't use any buttons here on the form itself. We want the whole thing to be clickable. So we just leave it with none, full clickable banner. And that is it. That's all you have to do to create a banner creative. So anything you throw up on your site, even if it was just a big old click here now button, would be a banner ad, could be a banner ad once you have that creative fixed. So we're going to save it. And there it is, but I forgot to do one thing, and this is really important with a banner ad. The redirect URL is incredibly important. So I'm going to send this to affiliatesalesdomination.com. That's a redirect on my site to the sales page for our Affiliate Sales Domination course. So once we have them in the system as a free affiliate training sign up for 4 weeks, I want to give them the 52-week course here at a discount price, or even just get them over to the page and see what it is. But it goes to this redirect URL. If I didn't have that in there, it wouldn't go anywhere. So I'm going to click that, save it, and now we're ready to create our campaigns. So I've clicked the campaign button. I want to go back over here and look at our outline for a second. Now I've added 2 elements to our outline because this will help make it very clear on what we're doing. We're getting prospects and we're converting prospects to customers. So that's what the campaign is going to do for us, right? That's why we have the campaign section of this plugin. So we have created an embed opt-in box that's going to go on the this site, the nams.ws/aftrain. We have a pop-up opt-in box which we can use to actually bypass the sales page and just drive people into the autoresponder system immediately to get this training. And we have a landing page for cold traffic and safe swaps and Facebook and any other kind of traffic, webinars, whatever it is that we can drive people into the landing page and get them signed up as well into the autoresponder system. Now that we have them in the autoresponder system, we're hitting them with some email autoresponder messages. But then when they come to the site, and this is the power of this tool, when they come to the site, after they log in to go look at their training, we know who they are and that they are logged in because we're using this with a member. Now with a member, DAP, or wish list, we know what products the person has when they log into the system. And we'll be adding Infusionsoft and some other membership site software in addition as we build this thing out. But what we're going to do is show them an advertising banner then for the full training product here. We'll know that they're logged in, that they have the free affiliate training product already, and that this we'll show this on and we'll add a campaign. The first one we create is the free affiliate training, opt-in only, embedded. We're only going to show this. This is going to be an embedded, so it doesn't matter. We don't have to change anything up here. The start and end date will be forever. It's not a pop-up, so it's going to be there forever, so that will work just the way it is. The testing will work the way it is. We don't have to set up the goals. We can, if we want, to see how many views it gets, how many submits and clicks, and have it notify us when it hits so many. We do want to enable tracking because we have Google Analytics on our site. If you have a WordPress site and you have the Google Analytics already set up on your site, you just click that check box. If this is a static HTML, you put in the web property ID right here. The creative that we're going to use is the free affiliate page, affiliate training opt-in only, right there. It's going to be an embedded opt-in box, but it is not really a pop-up. So what we want is just the shortcode that we can add to the page. So we don't want any of the pop-up settings to be set here because it's going to be a shortcode added to the page. We're going to show it only on the specific page, but again, it's an embedded shortcode. We really don't care about that because once we have it embedded, we don't have to do anything else down here. Okay? So we're just going to save it. Okay, so we just come and get our shortcode at the bottom. Here's our shortcode. This is ID 36, my smart list ID 36. I just grabbed that. Go over to my free affiliate training page, which is here, and I will drop that shortcode in there. That's as simple as it gets. It is embedded on that page. So we have the embed opt-in box on the page. Now we're going to create a pop-up opt-in box that bypasses the sales page. It'll be on everywhere on the site. It'll be site-wide, so we can do that as well. And I'll show you that one now. I clicked on New Campaign, and we've got, this is a free affiliate training opt-in pop-up. Okay, I'm going to show it to everyone random. Leave all of this blank because we don't have a run date on it just yet. We'll leave all of that blank because we're not setting goals yet. We're going to enable tracking. We're going to choose the creative, which is probably at the bottom, which is the pop-up only. Good. And see, these are all the creatives that we have built so far. We have the banner ad next and the landing page next. And then I'm going to come over for the pop-up. If I were going to have it on a single page with a short code, I could grab this and grab it as a for only short codes, that put it on a page so that it would pop up only on that page. We have another way to do that too. We're going to make this a site-wide pop-up. We are going to give it a pop-up delay of 5 seconds. We're going to repeat it just one time in a 24-hour period. And it has a cookie life of 1 day. And we'll show it when visitors enter on any page or post, wherever they come into the site, if they're not logged in. So that was the other thing, is I'm going to show this to only logged out people. Okay. And I'm only going to show it to people who have, I'm going to select down here, I'm going to show it to all pages, so I will leave that on everywhere, but I'm only going to show it to people who do not have the free affiliate training. Which is here. So I know that product is already in the system, and people who do not have that, I'm going to exclude them. We'll show it to everybody else. Actually, the affiliate sales domination folks have the same kind of thing, so we're going to exclude them as well. That is that's the bigger course that our free affiliate training starts out with, and they move into the affiliate sales domination. We'll show you more how that plays into this in a second. But we're going to exclude those, so we save this. So because we didn't put a start and end date time in here, that pop-up is live. So it's live on the site and raring to go. We're going to create the landing page. Okay, so now we are actually at the spot where we're building the landing pages. And a landing page is a pretty easy thing to build in a campaign because, again, it's like our pop-up opt-in box. I'm sorry, like our embed opt-in box. We're only building for the short code on this thing. So I will show you quickly how to do that. It's a really easy, this is one of the things I love most about this program. It's so easy to build landing pages. Add a new campaign. We're going to give it the name. Again, we don't have to worry about any of this because this is a landing page that's going to be outside of our site. We can set goals. This is a great place to set goals. If you want to set goals to see how many views you get, especially if you're doing solo ads or something like that. So you want to know the number of submits and clicks that you get. So for example, if you get 100 clicks, you want to know what your conversion rates are. And it's a great way for you to know how to check how your campaigns are doing. And you'll get an email sent to you when it reaches those numbers that you've set up there. We're going to enable the tracking, and we're going to grab the landing page graphic from the creatives here. And this is, again, the pop-up settings don't apply, and neither do the pages or the posts because we're going to drive traffic straight into this. So all we have to do then is just save it. So now that it's saved, you see we have our short code and here's our conversion code. We're going to use both of those. Here is the independent code, which is for a static HTML page. You would grab that and put it on in your Dreamweaver or whatever program you're using to edit your static HTML pages, and that would add the pop-up to that page as well. So first thing we're going to do is just grab our smart list short code, come to our WordPress page. We have a new WordPress page set up. I have free affiliate training landing page. And just drop that short code right there. Boom. There it is. That's all I need to do to make sure that the landing page is set up on the site itself. Now there's a couple of things I'm going to do to make sure I get my conversion code set and also make sure I have the right template. Now when you installed your plugin, you got a new template, and it's here in the templates, and it's called MSL landing page. And what that does is override any template that you have so that you have a blank landing page with it, so that you can have any background or no background if you want on your landing page. So then I'm going to add the conversion code on the text. Notice that you have the visual tab and you have the text tab. Now the text is like the coding part of the WordPress post or page. So I'm going to go, that's where we want to put the script for the conversion. So I'm just coming over to grab that conversion code here, come back to my page, make sure I'm in the text, and I just drop it at the bottom there with the script, and now we're good. I'm going to save it, I'm going to publish it, and we'll see what it looks like. So there's our landing page. I'm not all that excited about this landing page. It is way too busy with all this stuff here. So I'll show you quickly how to just change the background out on this thing so easily. So I'm coming back to the creatives. I go down and I open up our landing page creative. And now I'm just going to change out this background. So I just click on upload. These are some of the backgrounds that come with the program itself. So I'm going to choose, let's see, something simple. I think I'll just use those clouds for them. Well, this looks good. Let's try this one. The beach. Save it. Okay, that's saved. Now I go over here and just refresh my page because it should change automatically. And so when I refresh the page, I get this background with that opt-in box on it. And if I bring in my browser, you'll see that it actually changes the background image as well so that you can see. Now let's just recap what we've done. We have created 3 options for getting prospects into the site. They come to our site, we send them to this page for maybe it's through an autoresponder or through a link from an affiliate or whatever it is. They come to this page and it has an embedded opt-in on it. They decide they're going to try this training for free. The second option is people are coming to our site and just bouncing around on the site. They're not sure what they've seen. They're not sure where they're going. They're not sure what they're after. A pop-up box comes up on the page and offers them this free affiliate training. It's a place to plug in. They input their information and they start with our free affiliate training. Maybe we're driving in cold traffic from safe swaps, solo ads, or from Facebook advertising or Facebook posts or whatever it is, and we send them to a landing page and they opt in just as if they came to our pop-up box on the site, but they would opt in on the landing page and get the free affiliate training. Now we know they have the free affiliate training in our product, so in our product catalog. So we can then start to convert them through our advertising banner that we have created on the site for our upsell to the Affiliate Sales Domination course, which is a monthly course for 10 months or a one-time payment. And then we've got them converted into from a freebie into a paid customer. And that's what this campaign does. You wouldn't use all 3 of these necessarily, but you could have all 3 of these being traffic options that would drive into getting people on your list so that you can try to convert them into a paid product. And that's the way it works in our business. So this My Smart List pop-up and landing page and opt-in box management system is very good for managing all those pieces that need to happen. Thanks for watching this. Hope this helps you understand the power of what we're offering here with the My Smart List.